we're going to be starting with an introduction to the Terran race here. So first things first, focus on where my mouse is on the screen. A lot of what happens in the game will be relating to the mouse. I'm going to be making a big point of what I'm doing with my mouse as we play. So, we've just loaded into a new game of StarCraft. The first thing to notice is the camera. The camera is your view of the game world. It shows you one piece of the game world that you're looking at right now. You can move the camera around to look at other parts of the game world. The main way that you move the camera around is by moving your mouse to the edge of the screen. So you can see my mouse is right in the middle now. If I move my mouse up, then I will move it to the top edge of the screen and my screen will move up. My camera will move up. And you can see the camera keeps moving as long as my mouse is near the top of the screen, but as soon as I move the mouse away from the top of the screen, it stops. So move, stop. Move, stop. Same principle works going down. If I move my mouse to the bottom of the screen, I can bring the camera down, back to look at the things I was looking at originally. Or I can move my mouse to the left and move the camera to the left along with it, or I can bring my mouse back to the right-hand side of the screen and move my camera back to the right, to the things I was originally looking at. If you look in the bottom left of the map down here, this is called the mini-map, or the bottom left of the screen, I suppose. The mini-map shows you a simplified view of the entire game world. In particular, look at this little white rectangle that's in the bottom right of my mini-map. This shows where my camera is right now, so I can see what I'm looking at compared to the whole layout of the whole game. If I move the camera to the left a bit, and then I move the camera up a bit, you can see my camera is a lot closer to the middle of the map. But if I move my mouse to the bottom right of the screen, then I can get my camera to come down to the far bottom right of the map. And I can adjust very slightly by just putting my mouse against the edge of the screen for short periods of time. Very short periods of time, and moving it off the edge of the screen quickly. Ultimately, the mouse is the most convenient and most effective way to control your camera. Particularly, it's usually the fastest way to do it. But if you feel that the mouse is difficult to control the camera with efficiently, if you feel it's hard to get the camera exactly where you want it, which a lot of new players do feel that, using the mouse, then instead of using the mouse to move the camera, you can also use the arrow keys. Watch how my mouse does not move from the center of the screen. I'm now going to press and release the up arrow key pretty quickly. Press and release again, press and release again. Or I can press it and hold it for a little bit, and my camera will move up. Remember to watch the minimap so you can really see how fast my camera is moving. The minimap down in the bottom right, bottom left. Up. And if I hold down the down arrow key, then my camera moves down. If I hold down the left arrow key, it moves to the left. If I hold down the right arrow key, it moves to the right. And I can use my arrow keys again to bring my camera right back to where I started. So that is the camera.